think every week we find there are particular challenges that come up that are often unforeseen, that are ad hoc, that we have to deal with. What's a story? What isn't a story? What's a story for a Jewish newspaper as opposed to any other newspaper? How much do we cover about things that are being reported instantly around the world, and how much should we concentrate on just what's happening in our particular community that nobody else is covering? How much do we take into concern the sensitivities of somebody accused of a crime? When do we report it? When don't we report it? What goes on page 1? What goes on page 18? So journalism is not a science, and it's totally subjective. And I often tell audiences when I speak to them that at the end of my talk, if I'd hand out a piece of paper and a pencil to everybody and said, write down in one sentence what was the key point that you heard this evening, I'd venture to say that just about everybody would have a different sentence. So it doesn't mean anybody's right or wrong. It's just very subjective. So, without going into the specifics on a given week, I think those are the kinds of issues that we deal with, and we debate sometimes. Somebody once said that people think newspapers operate like an elegant restaurant in the way things are served up, but it's really more like looking in the kitchen of a deli. Sometimes things happen. It depends on which reporter's available, who's around, what time of day it happens, what day of the week it happens, in terms of what gets in the paper and what doesn't. And those are difficult things sometimes to explain to readers, but those are realities.